my name is Knitter CNY. I'll be uploading a much longer video, but I thought I would do kind of the yarn haul separately. I went shopping this morning in New Hartford, New York, which is about an hour away from me. My aunt lives pretty near there, so she and I went out and had lunch after I'd gone yarn shopping. So I'm going to show you, I didn't buy a whole lot of stuff, but I had heard that Tuesday morning had a sale on yarn. Not really a sale, but they got a new yarn in. And I'd wanted to do some more blankets, and they had Caron cakes. So I bought Caron cakes in a couple different colors and 2 skeins of each. This one is called Rum Raisin. That's what the colors look like. We're getting the afternoon sun. This is an 80-20 mix, I believe. 383 yards. Yeah, it's 80% acrylic, 20% wool. You can kind of see that. But they were $3.99 a piece, so I can make a lapgan for the nursing home for a pretty reasonable cost. My dad's in a nursing home about 5 minutes away from me. 5-10 minutes. So I make blankets for the house that he's living in. This one is also Caron cakes, also $3.99. I bought 2 skeins of this. This is Turkish Delight. So it's got blue, brown, pistachio sort of color, and then like a white taffy color. These are they're much easier on the wrists than the straight acrylics. Although I did buy some acrylic yarn. There was only one of the wool yarns that I'd seen people have, which is Harrison Feral Harrison, 100% wool, made in China. This color I think is this is called Latte, and it's 193 yards. It was $2.50 a skein. If there had been more than one skein, I would have bought more than one skein for color work type stuff. In the other video, you'll see I've done some color work. Let's see, where was the yarn that I had? Our local Ollie's, week before last, was having advertised that they had yarn. They have Woolies Thick and Quick for $1.99 a skein. It's the stuff that's in the bird colorways, and it's got a dark gray base and then flashes of color. There's a turquoise, there's an orange, there's a yellow, there's a white, a dark charcoal, and then a purple. I had some of that yarn, given it away to somebody who was making hats. But then I ran across, they had a box of this. Bernat Pop in Scarlet Sizzle. This is a cake yarn, also made by Yarn Inspirations, but it's 100% acrylic. And the blanket pattern that I use is the All for One Comfort blanket. Sorry. It's a free pattern on yarninspirations.com. It takes 6 skeins of this. So I bought 6 of these. These were $1.99, so $2 a piece. And I found them so that they end in the same color they begin with, so that, you know, I won't have to worry about changing colors. I may do a ripple afghan instead. It depends. But this will be a full-size afghan. So that was Ollie's, our Ollie's. The other stuff was was Tuesday morning. And then I hit Joann's in New Hartford. Now, our Joann's in Syracuse, we have 2 of them. There's one in Clay and there's one in Fayetteville. They're pretty good. They have a pretty good selection. The one in New Hartford carries more yarn. It's a larger one. It also carries the Hook Nook yarn that's just come out. I think it carries her crochet hooks to the interchangeable set. I could not find them today. I've heard varying reviews on them. some of the people that I follow locally on Instagram say they're great hooks. Say they're really nice. They're like furls, but not as expensive. I think it's $40 for a full set with 2 handles and 6 interchangeable heads that screw in. But then I've seen some online reviews that say, it might not be the greatest. They're not metal hooks or something. I was like, okay, whatever. I have crochet hooks. Pretty much what I'm using is a size H soft touch clover hook. That's a 5.0 millimeter hook. Somehow this works really well. It's smooth. It works really well. If the end of the other video popped out and cut off, then I sent to England for these. It's a set of 5 Prim ergonomic crochet hooks for $17.77. I think it was from the Quilted Bear. So you get free shipping. One of these hooks is going for $10 on Amazon right now. So I figured $17.77 wasn't that bad. The shaft is a little long for my taste. It's got a head that is very, very similar to the Clover Soft Touch. It's very similar. It's got a longer neck. The piece that comes down to here on me. And that doesn't, I hold with a knife grip like this versus pen grip like this. So somehow that clover hook seems to be the right one for me, so I'm going to keep using it. I think the Prim hooks, I've got to give another try because I had tried crocheting something early this morning with that, and it was 100% acrylic, and I think the combination of it's a new crochet hook, it was 6:30 in the morning, I wasn't quite awake yet, I hadn't had my morning caffeine, and I was kind of slumped back in the chair too. It was not a good combination. But I'll show you what I bought at Joann's. That's what the point of this video is. Pardon the rustling. This is, and I'm going to open them because I've got a box or something to put them into. They had bagged yarns for $7.99. There wasn't really a coupon that I could use with them today. There might be tomorrow, who knows, but I had decided to go to New Hartford today. So that's 58 minutes away from me, according to Google. So this was a color they were discontinuing. Kind of looks like that. Focus. It's called Plum Heather, I believe. Sorry, Passion Heather. Passion Heather. So it's worsted, and it's Patton's Classic Wool. Now, normally one of these balls is selling, I think for now, it's $8. So 2 for $8 is like getting it 50% off. And I didn't want to buy a whole sweater's worth of yarn. I don't need a whole wool sweater. I have wool sweater yarn from last year, actually. So I bought this mainly for color work. If I was going to do, I have some Lion Brand Fisherman yarn that I've been thinking about making into a sweater at some point. So this would be for color work because I have Claret, a couple of skeins of that, which is sort of a weird plum color, but kind of pink. And then I have a skein, I think I have a skein and a half of fuchsia, which is like this really bright pink. And then I have a skein of duck egg, I think is what it's called. It's a very light blue. And then I have a skein or 2 of navy as well. So I've got enough to do some color work. And then I also have some stuff that I've dyed up, like maybe 7 years ago. I have aging yarn. Let's put it that way. It's like I need a yarn settler, but it's a yarn project room. And then the other thing I got, which was also $7.99, is 100% acrylic. The color is called Blue Jeans, I believe, and it's a brunette. yarn. It's Bernat Softy. Sorry, we're getting the afternoon sun. Bernat Softy Baby Strips. It looks like that. That's a pretty accurate color. I live 16 miles away from Syracuse University. Syracuse University's colors are blue and orange. So I thought for the nursing home, this might be a good choice. This is 100% acrylic. It's very, very soft for an acrylic. Very soft. It's really nice. It's also got that testing for harmful substances. This is made in India. This is 287 yards. And I have 3 cakes of it, which will make kind of a largest blanket. I may just crochet this straight. Just do a straight Afghan, maybe with a pattern or something. Or I might do a granny square, we never know. But this was really, really soft, and I thought, you know, I'm not buying an entire sweater's worth of wool. I'm mostly working on, like, charity projects and some personal stuff. Trying to finish up whips, but I felt like going to New Hartford today. I felt like I wanted to buy some yarn, but I didn't want to go hog wild and spend a whole lot of money. So that's 12 for the Bernat Pop a couple weeks ago. 12 for the 4 Karen cakes that I got. $2.50 for the wool that I got, the Harrison wool. So that's $26.50. $26.50 plus 16. So $26.50 plus 16 is less than 50. So that's not bad, and I will get quite a few projects out of this. And they're colors that I like. I bought things that I wanted to buy. I did not buy stuff just because I needed it. I bought stuff that, you know, if I make a blanket for the nursing home, it'll be for an SU fan, and they'll go, oh, it's orange. I mean, I bought colors that I liked. There was a pistachio color of this Karen cakes as well, and it was all kinds of weird colors of green. I thought I should buy that to, you know, make a blanket for a guy. And I was like, those colors together for me are atrocious, so I was not buying them. I chose to buy things that I wanted to crochet and knit with. So, you know, and I'm not buying anything full price. I also did have lunch with my aunt, so it helped out a lot. We had lunch together. It was very nice to see her. We caught up. We haven't seen each other since Christmas time, New Year's time. So it was due. So I hope if you guys go yarn shopping, there's some ideas for how to save a little bit of money. Check out Ollie's if you have Ollie's. Check out Joann's if they're having a sale. And I was very, very good at Joann's because I heard them say, one associate was said to another, do you want me to pull all the clearance yarns up to the front? And she said yes. And he started to pull up yarns. And I was like, okay, he's going to pull stuff off the shelves. I should go back. And then I thought to myself, no, I don't need that. I have enough yarn at home. This is a trip. This is something to get me out of the house. So that's all I've got going for you. I hope you guys have a great week. Comment below if you've bought any yarn recently or you're working from your stash. Bye-bye, guys.